Hello, this is a short video lesson on how to create a project in iNaturalist. This video is targeted towards teachers who want to set up a classroom or school-wide bioblitz project. To start, you're going to want to log in. You do need an account to set up a project, and you also need to have at least 50 observations. So you can come over here and check to see how many observations you have. If you're using a classroom account, you'll really want to make sure that you have the right number. Even if you personally have more than 50, it's the account that needs 50. Going up to community, you hover over it and scroll down to projects to bring you to the project page, then click on start a project. Scroll down a bit and you'll see that you have a choice between collection projects and umbrella projects. You're going to want to create a collection project, and we'll talk about why in just a moment. So we need to give our project a name. It is required. We'll also need to set up a short summary. You can go back and edit this later, as you can edit the icon, the banner, the background color, the fun stuff. Project type, collection versus umbrella. I suggest that for every year you do a bioblitz, you set up a collection project. This way, the students can find their data very easily. Then once you have multiple collection projects, you create an umbrella project to pull those individual collection projects in together so students can see what was done in previous years. I have a short video on the difference between collection and umbrella projects. In observation requirements, this is where you tell iNaturalist what data to include in your project. Taxa, you'll want to filter that if your BioBlitz project has a theme like birds or butterflies. Places, unless your BioBlitz is taking place in a national park, you probably don't have a place already in iNaturalist unless someone else created it. iNaturalist has two types of places, standard places and community created and curated places. Creating a place for your schoolyard or a local park can be done, and that will be a different video. You can leave this blank for the moment and go back and create a place. You don't have to create a place at all. It's up to you. You will, however, want to provide iNaturalist a list of the people who can contribute data to your project. So you'll need the iNaturalist account names of all the teachers and parents and even the students if they're old enough to have their own accounts. Scrolling on down to data quality, you'll notice that research and needs ID are defaults, they're checked. Casual is not. Casual data is data that does not meet the minimum data quality requirements. So by leaving it unchecked, you will exclude things where no attempt at identification has been made, such as something. It doesn't even say if it's a plant or an animal. You'll also exclude human. So if you have a student who thinks they're going to put their classmates into the BioBlitz project, humans are considered casual data, and so it will be excluded from the project. Media type and establishment means you can turn those on or off as they make sense for your project. Date observed is really important because this is where you tell iNaturalist which dates to include. So if your project happened on a specific date, you can use an exact date. If you're doing a school-wide BioBlitz, you might have a date range. So you include the full range. Just as a caveat, if you are using your personal account, you will need to limit your iNaturalizing, as I call it, to just the BioBlitz. during the dates you've selected. Otherwise, the observation you made on your walk in the evening will be pulled in. However, that will be excluded if you add the places. Something to think about. Months would pull in all the data from every, for example, September that your users and participants ever made an observation. So September 2015 would show up in your project if you select months and selected the month of September. Admins, you will add other people here who you want to help with the project settings. So if someone like another parent, teacher, you're looking to them to help you with the project, you could add them as an admin. Once you get your settings to your liking, you click Done. If there's anything you want to go back and change, you hit Edit Project. You would do that if you wanted to, for example, go back and edit the place. You can review here. If you have a workaround that you've discovered in setting up a project or you have questions, please let me know. Until then, happy exploring!